someone flips me a bag baggy. So, it's another one, yeah. Except for strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to the RnR Hour with myself, Ra. That's it. With myself, Rico, and my co-host, Ra. And obviously in the back over there, I had to, we had Tyler Denny yesterday, big time now. It's hard for me to get these guys. And now we have the super hard one to actually get in contact with because of his incredible achievements and, what he's doing in the sport right now. We got William Crolla in the building, God damn it. That's it. That's
Here
it.
you go.
That's it.
Will Crolla. By the way, Will, Rico's been stalking you. Does it count stalking if you beat the crap out of someone?
No.
Because, if you went to the police, wouldn't they, laugh at you? You're a pro.
Do nothing.
Nothing. No, it's always nice. It's always nice what you do, though. It's always nice.
How you been, Will?
Good. I've just been, bit of downtime since my last fight, and then I've just got a little niggle. I'm just getting over now. But I think with the time it's had out, it might have just stopped me getting out again before the end of the year. So I think gutting late will be. I think I'll be back next year.
Yeah, I mean, you've been crushing it with the activity, bro. I mean, there's no wonder that I think you did get injured. Did you get injured earlier on this year? Was it early on this year or late last year? I can't remember, but there was something that kind of kept you out for a little bit.
It was late. It was late last year. No, it was like
late last year.
Yeah, midway through last year, and then obviously the bill was supposed to be on Castle Grace got postponed.
Oh yeah.
So that wasted a few months. So no fault of anyone's, and then obviously when it got rescheduled, it is a bit of an unlucky month, and it leaves 2 months till Christmas. So 6 weeks after the fight, and then obviously when I'm resting a little niggle, I don't want to rush it. I'm on a very good run. I'm on a very, very good run, and I want to keep that momentum going. I just want to jump in there just for the sake of getting out again straight away. I'll have a very, very, very busy next year, and I don't mind waiting for that.
I mean, bro, to be honest with you, like I said. Oh yeah, carry on,
bro. Will, I don't know if you actually signed with Matchroom, but you know what Eddie's like. He's a hard taskmaster, and he expects his fighter to move quick. Doesn't like people waiting around. So, you're 5-0, knocking guys out. Lorenzo, you stopped. The guy who stopped him before you in his next fight, he fought for the Southern Area title. So, I've just got a name for you now. Will Goldie Galloway. Is he on your radar?
No, towards the end, obviously, like I say, I have signed with Matchroom. I've signed with Matchroom. So I've got contracted fights of what I've got 2 6s left, 2 8s, and I'm onto my 10 rounders. So them fights will definitely come, but it'll be obviously a contracted thing as I did sign them. And I don't just want to be rushed just because I'm knocking them out. I want the same treatment all the other prospects I've got. Do you know the step ups each time? And then when I'm on my 10 rounders, I'll fight anyone. I generally said it in a few interviews. I don't mind. I'll fight anyone.
Because you're in a.
To be honest, Will's beating the shit out of people. I feel so I watched. This is actually when I always think, mate, wait, I need to message this guy. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Whenever that clip of you comes up of your last fight, his head is just like woo, 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 woo. I was man. I said, bro, I want to see him do it again. I mean, just how's it feel sort of this year, Will? The progression that we've been talking about. There was one point I was so mad at Eddie because whenever I would speak or I'd interview you and stuff like the deal's not quite there, but still going. And I think it was when you had that your third fight and you KO'd him right there in front of Eddie, and Eddie was like, "Nah, we definitely need to sign this guy." And now I feel you're sort of being pushed as one of the up and coming rising stars, as you should be. But how's the year been for you, bro?
No, yeah, it's been a good year. Like I say, 6-0 now, 5 knockouts, 5 on the spin, and it's been going great. Like you say, if I would have boxed in August when I was supposed to and got out again, then it would have been an absolute fantastic year. This year, maybe not as active as I was last in the calendar year. That is, to be fair, in the calendar year, maybe not as active as last. But I'm just after reading that chat, then what someone put about Anthony. Sorry. We're
gonna read some of the comments in the section. Sorry, carry on, Will.
1 sec, I've lost. Let me just check it. No, don't think he's gonna come back and fight in Saudi. No, he's done. His boxing days are done.
Oh, we got Green Diamond Boxing in the chat. Big up Jams in the chat. We got our brother Trey. We got Abbas in the building right now. Like I said, guys, we're 6 subs away from 1K, guys. So please get to subscribing, sharing, and retweeting, all that type of good stuff. We got William Crolla in the building right now. Jams here says, William, well, first of all, Trey says, I hope you get an Old Trafford fight one day, bro. You definitely will deserve it one day. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. He said I'm gonna hold the belts on the way to the ring in Old Trafford. So when Will wins, I win. That's the most important thing here.
Don't know what the overhead costs are like there though, because no one's boxed there yet, so I'm getting pretty expensive.
Oh, what do you mean expensive, bro? Oh, you guys have a royalty back to you guys now. Riyadh season every season, baby. Okay. We got Jams, big up Rico, Ron, William, big up Jams, man. William, is there any chance of your bro making a quick comeback for a payday out in Saudi or an exhibition? Nah, man, he's training the future stars, bro. He's training Will, very, very decent stable under Anthony Crolla, man. Definitely. Because you always find it, like, how do you feel like it's been since he, and I think I asked you this question earlier on in your career, but how's it been sort of Anthony being your trainer, and sort of being your family? I was talking about this the other day. You always find it difficult to sort of have a transition when you're a great fighter like your brother was, but training is completely different. But he seems to get it, he, like an Andy Lee type of thing. Like, how's sort of that transition been?
No, he's got a very good boxing brain. I believe that's what you need to be a boxing coach, and I certainly don't think you have to be a boxer to be a good boxing coach, like some people think either. If you've got a boxing brain, you've got a boxing brain. I know boxers who are great boxers but don't have a boxing brain. They go off the instruction of the corner and they like to be coached maybe through the round and spoke a lot. Whereas myself, I know what I feel like I've got a good boxing brain and know what I'm going in to do. And obviously, I'm listening to the corner, but myself, I'm trying to plot my own moves as well. I believe a lot of fighters be the same as that, but not everyone's got a boxing brain. But I believe Anthony's got a very good one. It's most important you have someone you can trust, and trust him with my life. So that's very important.
Will, can I ask you what you said there about having a boxing brain? Because there's different types of ring IQs, they say. Some say it's those fighters who, in the moment, their brain processes what's happening. And then there's others, say the so-called downloading info, i.e. they got to have a look first and then they work out what their opponent's doing. Which one are you? Because I'm wondering, especially with the last fight, the right hand you nailed Lorenzo with, was it in the moment or did you see something beforehand?
No, so beforehand I saw Lorenzo. I believe it was a good step up as well. And Lorenzo's a great guy. He's been to master it, but his jab was easy. Well, for me, I believe he can counter a shot over his jab. And you see, I try it just before I came with it. And every time he jabbed, I felt he was open for that shot. And something I saw before it, I believe you see me and Anthony speaking before it. And I said to Anthony in a fight week, I went, I'm going to stop him with the right hand. I went, just the way I think my style, gel, diviz, feints, keep someone switching. And if you throw a sloppy jab, if you threw one sloppy jab, and I was just waiting for it to come back over. And then, like you say, you can see little stuff like someone's glove dropping before they throw a jab. So as soon as I see that, I know the jab's coming. So I've let the right hand go. I've ducked out the way, dropped it over the top, and it's caught him, it's hurt him, and then I finished him. But like I said, then I wanted in the moment. It's something I was working on, something I was looking for.
Has this been something that you've been working on as well? Just to kind of piggyback off of Ra's question, that's a brilliant question, Ra. Because you, like, as we've before, when you, because I know what you're talking about, you kind of had this look when you were going in. You kind of had this assurance, as if to say, "All right, now I'm time to go," and then you started using his head as a ping pong ball. Where has this killer? How do you feel like this killer instinct within yourself has sort of defined? Is ripening a little bit more as the fights go on, because you know your brother, obviously your brother's a great fighter, but I never saw like a killer instinct. I don't see killer instinct from a lot of prospects, coming up. Like, how do you feel?
No, yeah, I believe it is something you've got in you. Like when I'm in there, like I'd never want anyone to get hurt in boxing. I always hope me and my opponents come out safe after it. But when I'm in there, I'm trying to hurt you. Like I'm looking for that finish. I'm looking for a shot that stops you in your tracks and makes makes you do a funny dance, and then jump on you after it. That's what I'm going for. And in there, I think you've got to have the killer instinct. Like you saw like last weekend, I felt that was a good finish. I think it exploded with 10, 12 shots. If the ref didn't jump in, I would have carried on until
Bro's head would have just Beetlejuiced the other side of the ring.
You've got to have it in you, and I think it's a good trait to have as well. It's a very good trait to have. But like you said, I don't believe everyone's got it.
Oh, absolutely
not. On that killer instinct thing, you seem like a nice guy when we're talking to you away from the ring. There's this perception, especially like Americans, they got this whole idea that, that the real most lethal punchers, they're always guys with that sort of natural abrasive nature to them. Guys like Edwin Valero, Roberto Duran, Mike Tyson, maybe Wilder to some extent, although a lot of people say Wilder's badass persona was fake, that he was actually just originally he was like a church going guy, and he put that later on just to appeal. But maybe someone like Gervonta Davis is an example of that. Is that a myth? Is it? Because surely there's a lot of guys who are, like I said, like you, quite perfectly nice outside of the ring.
Yeah, like when I'm in the gym, I'm a boxer. When I leave the gym, I'm just me. I'm just Will. Do you know what I mean? When I'm with my loved ones and that, like my family and stuff like that. I'm not a boxer, and I'm just, like you say, I'm just William. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. When I'm in the gym, I'm a boxer. When I'm in the ring, I'm a boxer. I'm a fighter. But then it's not boxing. There's more to life as well than boxing, especially like I think if you let it eat you up and just control everything in your life, then you've got no life. I'm a boxer when I'm in the gym, and a boxer when I'm in the ring. It's my job, but I try my best to separate my normal life apart from that as well.
Well, what we got you here, bro, and that's really good, man. That was to get that clipped. Actually, that was inspirational stuff. With I'm gonna ask you about the weekend's shenanigans. I mean, the weekend's fights. So we have the first lineup in the circus. Well, I say lineup in the circus. There's only one. Just want to get your thoughts and opinions, my guy. Paul versus Tyson. All roads lead.
I'm not for it. I think you can see this week he's got no balance. Tyson, he got delayed because he didn't have a health scare, not have a mini heart attack or something.
Yes, he did. That's why the last one was. Mate, I've still got Tyson to win within 3 rounds, by the way. So
I just think it's just a scam. They're both juiced out the 9s, the pair of them. The only fight I'm looking forward to on that's Katie Taylor and Serrano.
Yeah, what do you think about that one, my guy? Who you got winning? Give me some predictions, and then we're gonna go to Latino night. And I know you got to bounce in a bit, but I got to get the predictions from you before you go.
Let's go for all them. I had Serrano winning the last one, and I think Katie's had a few hard fights since then. So I'm gonna go Serrano stoppage.
Serrano stoppage, yeah, same.
Late on, she's a dog.
I feel bad. But this is the thing. Katie's been in so many wars, including a war with Serrano. And Serrano, after that fight, like I thought if there was just one more round, if it was 3-minute rounds, I think Amanda would have knocked out Katie.
If Serrano's making 3 minutes round, she's got a ridiculous engine. It's a great fight as well, by the way. But yeah, I think Katie's had a lot of hard fights since then. I'm not too sure what Amanda's done, but she has boxed and all that. I know she's had a few wins. But I'm not too sure how hard her fights have been, whereas Katie's had the 2 fights with Chantel. Obviously lost one. That was a hard fight. I don't know if she had any
one
more.
with Miss GB.
Yeah, that was a
Delphine
hard.
Pursoon,
Yeah.
twice. Mate,
Yeah.
8. Wow, what a resume, man. Raw, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, Katie does look really. Look, the miles on the clock are frightening. Because of that, I do favour Serrano this time. And you've got to remember, this is essentially a home fight for Serrano. I think if it goes to the scorecards, it will go Serrano's way, because I don't think Katie can win dominantly enough on the scorecards to get it. So yeah, I still see it going the full 12, or sorry, 10. Say confusing me putting 3 times 12 up on the screen. Yeah, I think
how dare he with maths.
And it might set it up for Katie's big farewell in Croke Park next spring.
I think
summer.
she might have missed the Croke Park Express, man. Unless maybe she goes back and fights like a Tasha or something. Like, she can't fight somebody who is like a Dubois.
No, I think if she's going for a trilogy against the woman that just beat her, the Irish fans will come out in force for it. I think the problem so far has been that the costs. But if Jake Paul's willing to subsidise it, which he says he will, then it could happen. But Will, I want to ask you something here about one of the headliners, Jake Paul. Like most serious boxing fans, I ain't really interested in the fight itself. It is.
Yeah,
it's a circus. Hopefully it's scripted. But I'm probably a dissenting voice amongst the hardcore fans, in that I've expressed the opinion that I think Jake Paul, if he puts his mind to it and is serious, that he could achieve something. For one reason, he has got so much money. Now, you know this game more than anyone. And how many talents fall out of the game simply because they can't sell tickets? No promoter takes them on. I mean, some of the best journeymen in the country I've spoke to, they were top amateurs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Ended up having to be journeymen because they can't sell tickets and no promoter invested in them. I just wonder if Paul, with the amount of money he's got, he can train full time for as long as he wants. Yeah. He can pay for hand-picked opponents to pad his record.
Yeah.
And eventually he could get a name who's sufficiently battered and worn, coming off the bad battering, and get a ranking of some sort. And then if the political climate is right, i.e., there's champions with who don't sell tickets. And I'm sure you know, there's world champions out there who earn less money than YouTubers.
Yeah.
There's world champions who still have day jobs. Yeah. You know, say some of these Cubans or whatever, they go to America, can't sell a ticket, but they're still world champions.
Yeah.
He could get a crack at one of these guys. And yeah, I think just because of that, if he wants to be strategic enough and wait patiently enough, he could do something. He could win something, and maybe even get a world title shot eventually.
Do you know what? One thing I will say about him, he's very dedicated. One thing I won't take from him, he's always training. What weight is it? What weight is he fighting at?
They're fighting at heavyweight, Will.
I think his natural weight would probably be light heavyweight.
Cruiser.
If he was to boil down the way pros do.
Their plan for him is apparently for if he gets through a roided Mike Tyson, allegedly, if he does, then he will fight somebody in the top 15 of a cruiserweight ranking, and they'll get him a title shot that way.
I think he's for a YouTuber and someone who picks up late. I think he's all right. Like, would he win an English title? No, I don't think he would. Would he win who's so light heavyweight? Who's the English title holder?
Edmonton.
No, Edmonton. British. He's the British.
He's the British. like Brad Ray who's gone there. Brad Ray had punch holes out of him. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, everyone would punch hole out of bro, man. Like I can't see him getting through the King Ezra. Remember King Ezra who fought Ben Whittaker? I don't see him getting through that guy.
But Rico, you know what the politics of this game is like. There's better fighters than any of those guys you mentioned who get world rankings. Now, like I said, he ain't gonna fight someone like Whittaker or Vidal Riley or whatever. Yeah, he's gonna find a name, a guy coming up to 40 who's still forced to fight on, who's been battered pillar to post in his last couple of fights, but he's still a name. That's the sort of guys he's gonna go for. Yeah. And the governing bodies will look at just how much money he rakes in.
Yeah.
And say, yeah, go on then, you're ranked in the top 15 now because you beat this guy who 10 years ago fought for a world title or whatever. I think you get the idea. We know what this game's like.
Yeah, but every champion will batter the shit. Royds or no Roy. Jai Opataya would murder that man. Vidal Riley will murder him right now. This second. Will knows this. Vidal Riley would beat the absolute Disney characters.
We all know that. But he ain't going to go for them. He's going to find, again, some aging champ, desperate for money, probably put all sorts of insane, weight clauses, maybe give them 4 weeks notice or whatever. And, they'll get a payday like they've never had. And they'll say, yeah, sure, I'll take it because, and I'm not saying he'd beat them because, as you said, probably even a very washed up serious pro would still batter him, but he might be able to pass himself off as, yeah, well, you know what, I competed at this level and he ain't going to do it next. He's what, 27. Will, you know better than anyone. Yeah, he started late, but if he put his mind to it, bear in mind he can afford to get in.
Yeah. You see
sparring partners. If he put
he can afford Super Soldier Serum.
How could he become if he was serious? If he put in 3 years of development as if he had, because he can fund himself as if he's his own promoter. How could he become?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like you say, he's got that thing that not everyone's got. Like you say, he's got unlimited money. Like by unlimited, he has literally probably got unlimited money. I'm not sure what he's earning weekend. It's probably over. I can't imagine.
44 million, Will.
That's what I mean. It's it's ridiculous. Isn't it?
I just don't be up Mike Tyson, bro. And if you do, we'll jump you as soon as you get out the airport here, bro. I'm allegedly, but I will allegedly. It will. Obviously, thank you guys. We're gonna move on to the next right now. We have Latino night with our own brother Chris BillamSmith looking to unify against Zurdo, being trained by the great elite mind that is Malik Scott. Okay, some serious Malikness in the chat right now. We shall start. Zebeda's on the card. You got Duarte on the card. Just a couple of predictions, Will, from you actually. Let's go with we have Tevin Farmer versus Zepeda. So we'll go that fight, and then what do you reckon?
Is that William Zepeda or Jose Zepeda?
William Zepeda.
Yeah. William Zepeda on that stoppage. I used to rate Farmer. He was good. He was very awkward. Then he disappeared for a bit, and then I can't think he lost to someone he shouldn't have got beat off. I don't know.
He actually won that fight, I think.
Did he?
He didn't win, but it's one of those.
Very good. I'll go William Zepeda stoppage.
Zepeda's an absolute beast. Here we go, my guy. Ooh, let me pick this up.
I'll go Ramirez to beat Barbosa Jr. Colazo, I'm not too sure who that guy is. And Sims, I don't know who they are either. As for the main event, I've always expected more from Zurdo Ramirez. Every time I watched him coming up and I thought, he's classed. And every time I've watched him in a big fight, I've been pretty disappointed. So, I'll go Billam Smith.
Billam Smith?
Yeah.
You have to go Billam Smith, man. We have to back the Brit, goddammit.
Yeah,
but I have science to this. I have science why Billam Smith will absolutely crack his ribs within the 8th round. All right. Because Shay McGuigan is one of the greatest trainers. I hold him in such high regard. I think your brother can get up there with him, like with you guys.
Very good coach.
Incredible coach, man. What he's done with the gentlemen is absolutely sensational. England are winning right now, 3-0 against Greece. We're out here in full effect right now, Will. Can you feel the fire, Will, right now with England? We'll take Katie in terms of the Irishness there, cool. But Ra, who have you got?
You know, I don't like to be the contrarian anymore, but I'm not high on William Zurdo the way you are. You know, he's doing what I don't like, and that is he's waiting around for a weak champion. You know, now it's all very well someone like a Jake Paul or someone who's of limited talent doing that, but when you're being bigged up as like this killer, you get to number one in all 4 governing bodies, and you're not pushing for a world title shot. Why is that? It's because you and your team know you ain't the killer you're saying you are. And you know what? I don't rate him. As far as I see, he's big at the weight, huge at the weight, and he's high volume. But I don't see that he's at the top level. He ain't a killer. I think Gervonta Davis would seriously put some damage on him because he's easy to hit. And you don't want to be a fighter who's easy to hit against Gervonta.
I reckon he knocks out Tank Davis. I reckon Zepeda absolutely finally vanquishes the Gervonta Tank Davis. There's no more backflips after Zepeda. No more backflips. No more fighting once a year.
Listen, he doesn't even hit that hard, does Zepeda. It's just the sheer volume of what he does, which you'd expect. The guy was born and brought up at 7,000 feet above sea level, like a lot of these Mexican fighters are. So he's high volume and big. That's all I see him as. So yeah, Gervonta would put some serious hurt on him. Shakur would 12-0 him at a canter.
Shakur as well, purely based on volume alone.
And I tell you what,
is my champion.
I tell you what, from what I saw of Keyshawn Davis the other week, I think he'd stop him as well. I think he'd just counter him all night. And now we know Keyshawn, when he really wants to dig in, he can hit a bit. I see him late on probably just connecting with his combinations and having to save Zepeda from any more, his head getting used. What was it? How was it you described Will's last opponent's head? A ping pong ball.
A ping pong ball. Will's gonna give me great nights, man. He has already, but Will is off to an incredible start. And I told all of you lot right now, future world champion. He's part of my big 5 right now. Okay, you, Ituma, Dubois. But Caroline is almost a world champion now. So my predictions, once I get that there, once Will becomes the Brit, mate. Anyway, we'll save this for another couple of months, baby. But no, thank you so much, Will. Obviously, man. I don't know if you want to carry on with the show or if you need to go anywhere, but thank you so much for supporting the channel. You were one of our very first interviewees on iBoxingHub, and you've always been supporting us, man, and we will always support you, bro. I think we have we got a question there from SWS. William, who's next for you? I think Jordan Dujon could be a good fight for you, said SWS Boxing. An incredible stoppage of Lorenzo.
Thank you. I'm not too sure that is, but yeah, man.
You'll have to forgive us. We're all based down there in the south, so we know all the London and Essex boys. Jordan, he was Southern Area champ last year. So
and will cut through them like knife through butter.
Yeah, they're definitely fights that I'll be looking to have rounders, mate. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, like I say, my 10 rounders, mate, I'll fight anyone. I don't mind. I want that English title, and most importantly, I want the British title. So that anyone on that radar.
Will, can I just ask you? I mean, I know you're not at the stage yet where you're going to call people out and what have you, but what sort of fighters have you looked at who are prospects like yourself? Because I guess guys like Sam Gilly, Louis Green, all of them, by the time you're ready for the British title, they'd probably have moved on. So guys at your level, I mean, down south, we've got guys like the Fail brothers. You know, Junaid Boston is quite a hot prospect at Matchroom, same weight. So which are the guys that you see yourself mixing with when you're at that championship level?
Like you say, I believe all the three names you just mentioned then, and then even funny enough, the two Croft twins who I've got at my gym now, Joe, the two Welsh twins. Hopefully,
all these twins are coming out from everywhere, bro. The twins are just.
Hopefully, I get there before then. I believe any of the names mentioned, I believe will all be in the mix for the domestic titles when we're there. Like I say, I'm contracted to my certain fights, but but once I get to my 10 rounders, I'll happily fight anyone. And to answer that question there, mate, if one of the 10 rounders come up for the area title, I'd take that as well.
Finally, Will, before I let you go, my brother, what Fury Usyk final predictions, bro? Final predictions. Fury Usyk. We need a final prediction from a future world champion, William Crolla.
Repeat. I picked Usyk last time. I think he'll win again. Rematches rarely go different, and I think last time it was anyone but Fury, it would have got stopped in the 8th round. I think Usyk's got his number. I think he's better than him.
Damn, that's your fellow Mancunian you're talking about.
I know, bro. I can hear the knocks like in the back of Williams.
Get Sir Alex to come down and have words.
But no, William, thank you so much, man. Well, final words for your fans, bro.
No, massive thank you everyone who buys tickets and supports us. And next year's a big year. Going to have a few more passengers on the KO train, so tune in.
Thank you so much, and we will be tuning in, my brother, man. Thank you so much. This has been William Crolla, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys,
thank you for joining us. You are the best, my bro.
Wow, Rico, man, you just get us in with the stars of the future. You get all the good ones, the guys who we just can't help but want to support. Tyler, William, Evans. He gets Evans. Coach,
I've had a couple of good ones this year. You know what? Looking back, bro, I've been very, very fortunate to have really cool people like William. Yeah, you know, obviously I support him in terms of boxing and stuff like that. But like, these guys are really good human beings. You know, like they're genuinely lovely people, and yeah, man, very, very fortunate, very lucky, very lucky. But no, let's just keep it going, man. Let's keep it
for the Latino, I didn't go on to the main event.
Thank you, SWS, man, bro. Thank everybody, by the way, for tuning in and chatting and everything like that. We're gonna keep it going for another 20 minutes, guys. So don't even worry. What I'll do is I'll pop the StreamYard in the thing. So if anybody wants to come through, have a convo with me and Ra, because it's been a while. Well, I say it's been a while. We had a show last week, but yeah, you know, we missed you guys. I miss Ra. I missed you, Ra. Damn it.
I know, so much so you introduced yourself with my name, but it's okay. Look, guys want to be with me. So it's, you know, I get that everywhere. But yeah, I only found out today that Zurdo is getting trained by Malik Scott. I mean, that's just
you
whack.
are joking. Surely you are joking, aren't you?
That seems to be the talk on social media. I think it's like, why Zurdo?
He's been training. He's been training. He when he fought Gulamarian, he was in his corner. He was the reason that Zurdo won. It was Malik. It was him. Yes.
All right.
Yes, Ra. Yes, Ra. It's him. He's the reason. Malik Scott is the reason for this success.
I don't know why, but I was...
Say it. I want to hear you say it. Can you say that?
Beforehand, I was favouring Zurdo to maybe get this on points. But now that I've heard that, I just think...
Nah. You think what?
I think Malik Scott is not going to get a better fight strategy in place than Shane McGuigan. Unless, I'll tell you what, if Zurdo looks brilliant under him, it would prove the theory that Malik with Wilder has just been getting revenge for getting knocked out. He's like teaching Wilder pirouette shit. Like,
you think?
I could knock you out when I was fighting. So as your coach, I'm gonna fuck you up. I don't know.
You think this was all an illicit plan for Deontay Wilder to come back? I mean, for Malik Scott, right? So there's some pinky in the brain scheme, or just for him for Deontay to lose. It's like excellent.
I don't know, because if you
excellent, he actually thinks that's a jab.
Yeah, when you listen to Malik speak about every one of Deontay's defeats recently, he's still like, oh yeah, Deontay's still the best heavyweight out there. He just on the night the guy was, put his game plan in.
How many nights? How many nights? How many nights?
How
many nights does he need?
The next fight, you're gonna watch. He's gonna be better than ever. And yeah, hey.
No, do you know what? Wait, no, Wilder came up. Yeah, we can't get copyrighted for this. Hang on, wait one second. Let me see. So Deontay came out, all right, and he came out with a trailer of some sorts. Hang on.
What, recently? Why haven't I seen this?
Yeah, it was it's a it's a 1 second, man. It's the greatest thing ever.
I'll tell you what.
There we go. Okay, wait. Hold on.
All right, go for it.
One is gonna have an opinion about you, but those opinions don't matter. You're gonna go through losses. You're gonna go through challenges. You're gonna have life hit you and knock you down. But it's the mindset to get back up and keep pushing forward. I've been through losses way before boxing. I've been through challenges way before I stepped foot in the ring.
Yes.
I've been hit and knocked down way before I ever put a pair of boxing gloves on. And I'm still here, baby. Because it's the mindset to get back up and keep pushing forward. That's why for the last few months, I've been building protocol with mental. I always say, we all have greatness in us, but greatness is only determined by service. So I wake up every day to try to be of service, to teach other men how to keep pushing forward, to help other men improve their mindsets. Because mental health is an important mission of mine. Another important mission, getting in the ring and doing what I was born to do. Any of y'all with negative opinions, have a look at your own mindset and retire that negative bullshit. How about that? And to all my fans and supporters,
that's me.
Those who never left my side, I love y'all so much and thank you so much.
I love you.
Because no matter how many losses, no matter how many challenges,
how many lawsuits,
no matter how many times life hits you and knock you down, you better get back up. Keep pushing forward. That's the strength and mindset of the
Squad. Okay.
Wow.
I wasn't scared.
You know what? After listening to that, I'm gonna. You know what? Tomorrow, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get that raise that I deserve. Abbas, you watch Abbas tomorrow. He's gonna go into his.
The mindset is important. A champion. You know what it is, Abzi? Right. I mean, I'm not gonna to say anything because when I say something, people are like, "Oh, Rico, oh, you're this, or whatever." I respect Deontay, man. I have a huge respect for Deontay. You know, it's not like you cannot deny the man is hilarious, bro. He's so funny. Can't deny it. You can't deny it.
But I tell you what, I'm actually rooting for Deontay. I think
too.
a lot of
After that,
a lot of the hate and ridicule fighters get is always undeserved and over the top. I don't think he's shot, as people are saying. And yeah, listen, he can still be. I still say that a lot of that generation who look faded now, those guys they should just fight amongst themselves. You know, AJ, Wilder, White, Joyce. You know, that crop of guys who they're not capable of competing at championship level anymore. Let them fight amongst each other, get their last few big fights, big paydays. And if it's true, has Deontay has been dumped by his missus, and she's trying to rinse him for all his money now?
Yes.
Then
allegedly. No, that's true. It's true. It's actually true. We got Mr. Styles in the building. Mr. Styles, how are you, bro?
Welcome. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, fellas?
Yeah, great. Can't complain at all.
Sunshines and rainbows.
You looking forward to this weekend? And
if we're talking about the event tomorrow night, the only fight that I'm really looking forward to is Taylor Serrano. That's really all that I really care about.
Forward to a little bit of Tyson Paul. You're not looking forward to that, no? No.
I'm sorry. What the hell was he wearing on his head during these interviews? It was like a red. What the hell was that?
It's a turkey blood sacrifice of some sort.
Oh, good God. And this idiot, I watched it earlier this morning, the highlights. This idiot goes around the tables and is like, "Oh, how much you want to bet? You say you're going for Tyson. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?" I'm like, bro, first of all, isn't it illegal for the fighters to bet on this fight? Like, isn't it like?
I think you can bet on yourself to win.
But didn't he try the same thing with Eddie Hearn when Taylor and Serrano first fought, and that was like a no-no?
No, not to my memory, mate. I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure, like he said, and then like Eddie Hearn came around and said, like, or someone said, like, "Oh no, it's illegal for us to bet on our fighters" or something like that. But aside from that, and you look, he went up to Katie Taylor afterwards. Is like, "Oh, how much you want to bet?" Like, completely, like, he doesn't take this fool seriously. She's looking at him, and it's just like, yeah, I'll bet my entire fight purse that Tyson beats you. Like, really, I'm not betting a fucking dime on you, you dumbass. Like, just, I mean, come on. Like, the calmest reaction from any fighter was just like, yeah. Just like, she just said whatever just to get him out of her face.
It's a bit harsh.
Well, Tyson, the guy wore a diamond thing on his ear to be. I'm like, okay.
No, I mean,
like,
Jake Paul is a massive idiot. I think we need to vanquish Jake Paul with somebody. I think the Cobra, Froch. Okay, I think the Cobra.
Look, he can be a good fighter. I will say this: he could be a very good fighter if he just stops with these gimmicks, because. Yeah. And this is what everyone's been saying. Like, and I'm seeing this all over different forms of combat sports. All these influencers, everyone thinks like, "Oh, I can be tough. I can do." I'm like, you won't even last 5 minutes in a training session with one of these people. You think you can last in the cage or ring with them? Come on. But no, look,
exactly.
Jake Paul look, his brother Logan, I'll admit, is a very decent professional wrestler. You know, Logan is actually very good. I'll admit I don't like him, but he's not bad in the ring, and that's because he's going up against people who can actually wrestle, who can actually go. So that's different. I'll give Logan his props, But as far as Jake goes, I'm like, the guy says he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez. The highest Canelo's ever gone up to was light heavyweight, 175. Even if Canelo, let's just joke around here for a second. If Canelo even entertained that idea, do you really think Canelo would get past Canelo even at the as high as Canelo could go up in weight? Come on.
I don't think he gets past anybody English level or even area level, to be honest with you.
No.
Yeah. Because I used to, like I said, I used to rate Jake Paul. I used to think, Jake Paul, he's doing a lot for obviously Amanda Serrano, and he's giving people chances, and like humanitarian-esque Jake Paul, I'll give it to that guy. But in terms of him as a fighter, no. I just can't do it. We'll take it straight to Latino. Oh yeah, go on, Rob.
Last thing, hot take for you, just to throw it out there. I think that fight happens one day.
What, Canelo?
Paul. Yeah,
I think that at some point when Canelo's ready to retire, but he's still greedy, he'll think, look, easy money. Yeah, I'll fight you at cruiserweight. I think it'll happen. Unless Mike Tyson does the boxing world a favor and and
has his jaw permanently wired shut. Yes, I agree with that.
That would be amazing, man. Like that would genuinely be so amazing. Like if Mike Tyson absolutely punches a hole straight through that dome in like the third round. Oh god, excited just thinking about it. Well, what's your favorite card on Latino? Favorite fight on Latino night, Mr. Styles, and who have you got winning the main event?
Latino night, is that the one in Riyadh?
Yes, this is Latino night. Hold on, let me just pull up.
I didn't know I had a name to it. I remember seeing the poster. I just didn't know I had like a name to it. But honestly, I'm looking forward. Ramsey Barbosa Jr. That's a good fight, but I'm looking forward to that one. Zepeda. And I have to say the main event fight for the title. I'm looking forward to those fights because those all have like major like title future like massive clash like implications in their respective divisions on the line here. So I'm looking forward to those three fights. Really stand out to me the most.
1,000,000%. But what do you think about the Zepeda Farmer fight? Who you got in that one? And give me Ramirez Barbosa while you're at it.
Zepeda, I would say decision, and Barbosa Ramirez, I would say. I'm going to give it to Ramirez, also decision, but it's going to be like a close fight between those two. So I would say decision.
Yeah, close decision. I mean, I got Barbosa winning that one, to be fair. I don't know why. Something tells me Barbosa Jr. is going to take it by a decision as well. But the thing is, action-packed, ready, okay? It's... pull this one back up right now. Yeah, I think Ramirez, losing to Josh Taylor over here. I think that's what has that been his only loss so far?
I think so.
I don't think he's lost. Yeah, I don't think he's lost.
The Taylor fight has been his only loss, from my recollection. That's only been his only loss.
Yeah, he's just been a bit inactive. I'm hoping Ramirez does it because Barbosa, he got gifted against our own Sean McCone. Sean was robbed, basically. So Barbosa deserves to lose his mandatory slot because he didn't deserve it in the first place. So hopefully Ramirez will do that. Me personally, my favorite fight is the main event because our own British boy gentleman's on there.
Our own boy from the south.
Yeah, like I said previously, I predicted Zurdo to get it on points, like a close points, probably controversial because this is almost a home fight for him. in the sense that it's a home promotion, not home geographic. We get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, after you told me it's Malik Scott who's retweaking Zurdo's skills, I'm not so sure now.
Malik Scott, don't be fucking disrespectful, Rod, to Malik Scott. Malik Scott has had world champion. He's got a world champion now off the work of his own back. Okay, he's carrying people, Rod. His back is hurting. He's carrying people to victory, and to world championships. Right, this disrespect. You go on holiday, right? You go on holiday. You trill, all of you. You go on your holidays and you come back and you're at. You know what I mean? Right? Just stop it. Right? Just stop it.
Well, both made James point out. Yeah, it's no longer okay. Don't know what's going to happen with that. Yeah, he's Barbosa in that sense has a point. The WBO are kowtowing to TO's whims, which I shouldn't be. But all right, let's see how that plays out. Zepeda, as I said, don't rate him. Don't rate this fight.
Why don't you rate Zepeda, bro? Actually, I don't want to get. It's the end of the show, pretty much. I don't want to get annoyed.
I just explained it when I was speaking to Will. But look, he's picked out.
You explained it, but you didn't explain it. Just because you think he ducked Shakur? Just because he ducked Shakur? Like Shakur, he hasn't. Listen, stop it.
No,
stop it.
You're moving mad. Because he's sucking every world title opportunity which is there for him. So anyway, Anthony, you get me, don't you? Even if
yeah, but am I mistaken to assume that the winner of the world title fight could they be fighting like for John next in a unification bout for the IBF and WBO? Yeah.
Yes. And WBA.
Yeah. Okay. So then that's the fight I would really want to see. And if that's the case, I want to see Chris win. I think Chris gets it. I would love to see that.
Chris, people underestimate Chris at your will. The only time that I had Chris losing was against the man who had given him his first loss in Richard Riakporhe. However, I'm very I'm very proud of Chris BillamSmith. He was the very first person to ever give me an interview. I always tell that story on every show, but it's because he's that much of a gentleman that I just crumbled in front of the guy. I still have the interview in the archives. I'm never ever going to release that interview ever. But one day when I do, when I have a look back at your career, then I'm like, yeah, let me just. But now, big up to him, man. Through all of his adversity and everything, we got to give it up to Chris BillamSmith. But we sort of come to the end of the show. Thank you so much, Mr. Styles, man. I don't know if I asked you, what fight are you most looking forward to? The main event tomorrow or the main event on Saturday?
Main event Saturday, to be honest with you. Main event Saturday.
You're lying. You're lying. You're looking forward to Paul
Okay,
Tyson.
okay. I mean, look. Even if I watched the fight by some miracle, Paul wins. Like it's like we're never gonna hear the end of it. It's like I'm not gonna waste my energy going oh, then what if by some chance he beats him or just not. I'm just gonna say for argument's sake, I'm looking forward to Saturday's fight. That way, I don't have to. Because like I said, I still say Serrano Taylor should be the main event of this card. Taylor, Paul and Tyson, no offense, should be the co-main because everyone's saying you're fighting a 60-year-old man. This is a freaking sideshow circus of a fight. And this is no disrespect to Tyson, but that's basically what it is.
Nah, you can disrespect it. No, I'm joking. But no, thank you so much, Mr. Styles, man. It's always great to have you in the show, my brother. Have an incredible day, bro. Take care, man.
Thanks, Anthony. Always good to see Mr. Styles.
Always good to see Mr. Antony. We love Mr. Antony on the channel, man, because he's always been supporting us. Big up to our good brother. Always have you on all of our shows. So, Rob, we've reached another end of the show. Obviously, before we give our goodbyes, let me hit you with that promo from our good sponsors. Remember, guys, 40% off your total purchase when you use that iBoxingHub 24. And also, if you go to Odd Body Garments, where you see me with my lovely jumperoonie and what have you, that is 20% off over anything over £10 using RIKO 20. It's Christmas now, so you have to be using all the discount codes. Every little helps. All this type of good stuff. So thank you guys, obviously, for always tuning in and supporting us. Ra, what are your closing words? It's almost it kind of feels like the end of the year now. It feels like we're we're 6 subs away from 1,000, so you guys need to be subbing. But how does it feel for you, Rod? Do you feel Christmassy?
Yeah, sort of. You're right. It does sort of feel end of the year-ish, because like it looks like the boxing shows they're sort of thinning out, aren't they? So yeah, it's been a great year of boxing. So, but yeah, still a few more to go. I won't be at a show this weekend or next weekend.
You're not going to be at a show?
I'm on. Yeah, I know, unusual, eh? But I have a confession for all our viewers. I'm going to confess. I'm on my way to the Qatar Misfits show. I know I should be ashamed of myself. Is there like a boxing like confession like guy there?
Yeah.
I mean, who is it? It ain't you. I know that.
Nah, it's definitely me, bro.
No, it ain't you.
Well, it's certainly not Usher. Just confess.
You ain't the one to be.
Al Heyman's written it. He's like, Raw watches Misfits. That's the confession.
Started yet. I'm going to start in Qatar. So that week, look out, me and Abbas, the resident iBoxingHub influencer boxing guy,
Big guru, up guy, Abbas,
guiding me through that insanity. But yeah, other than that, yeah, quiet week ahead. But I'm going to just sit back and watch the weekend shows. Well, one of them, yeah. I think it's going to be streamed live on Golden Boy's YouTube channel. So that's what I've heard.
Yes,
so,
the undercard will be the whole event will be streamed on Golden Boy.
I don't know if it's the whole event or just part of it.
I think it's just the prelims, and then I think the other over here, if you're watching it, I think it's going to be on Sky Sports. It would be amazing if it was on DAZN, but I think that it's too. It should be on DAZN actually. Over here, but then it's a reality. It is going to be on DAZN, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Golden Boy with DAZN.
Yeah. Thank you, Lordy. Again, guys, we have incredible shows for you guys every single day. So we got the Stay Weighed In, Green Diamond Boxing with Sis, with Ray over there, and Abzi. We have the Boxing Roundup with yours truly, Trey, and our good brother BNG. He is going to give us all amazing news when he gets back, man. So just sending love, and prayers over there to BNG, Chris, and his lovely family. Also, you have the RnR podcast with me and this guy on the Thursdays, and then Fridays it seems like we're having fights more on Fridays now. We've got Neutral's Hard Talk as well. There's just an incredible evolvement that's been happening, and I thank everybody, and thank you, Ra. We've been partners for quite some time, right? This is what I don't know. It just feels this, like we're like the evolution of a caterpillar to a butterfly.
All couples, you have that initial first flush of passion,
and then it turns it weird.
Then get fed up, and then you settle into contented, companionship. That's where we're at.
That's where we are. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. This has been RKO Boxing. Follow me on all the socials. Follow Ra on all the socials. Follow Ra on Punch Out. Subscribe to Punch Out Boxing. Subscribe over to the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, man. So we need you guys. We love you guys. Take care. All the best, and have an incredible rest of the week. Oh, and we will be doing a super watch along tomorrow for the Jake Paul fight. Ra will definitely probably be there. But yeah, you'll check me out, and a whole bunch of other people. So God bless everybody. Take care and good night.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. Light up my scars with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me a bag, baggy. Say, it's another one, yeah.